Hi there, welcome to this week's episode of the Uncrowned Diaries. Today I wanted to talk to you about you being the brand, your value, and how this impacts sponsorships. So one of the things that you will have to do when you join pageantry is to be able to go out there and get people to sponsor you and to believe in you. Now, some individuals may choose not to do that. They may just say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to pay for things out of pocket. They may have the finances to do so, and that's completely fine. They might say, okay, well, I need to buy dresses. I need to get my hair done. I need to, all the things that they need to prepare for. They could go out there and just pay for them themselves. Nothing's stopping them from doing that. However, when it comes to fundraising, again, same thing. They can just decide to pull the money out of their own pocket and say, okay, well, this is the amount of money I'm putting towards my cause. And if you have money to throw at it, that's fantastic. And it's going to make life a lot easier for you, of course. But not everyone's going to have the opportunity to do that. And I would urge you to even go as far as to say that even if you do have the funds available to you, you should get into the habit of knowing how to go out there and ask for things and, collaborate, because raising money is an important part, not because of the money in itself, but your ability for others to see value in you. Them giving you a sponsorship doesn't necessarily have to come in just money form, but what it does is that you're creating a brand for others to value yourself, and they're investing in you. So even though you may not necessarily need the money to do certain things, get into the habit of collaborating with others and creating value and getting sponsorships, because you want people to believe in you as a brand. You want people to believe in your value. This is how people will want to have you as Miss Universe Canada or whatever pageant it is that you're competing for. So sponsorship in itself and seeing value in yourself goes a little bit beyond just wanting to get stuff for free. It's the idea that you are creating a certain brand and value that others can see benefit in collaborating with. They see you as someone that they can use to further their brand, or they can collaborate with you to create value for themselves and for yourself. So there's an exchange, okay? So regardless of whether you're funding your pageant through sponsorships or not, and regardless of whether you're paying into your fundraisers yourself or raising money through the community, you should get good at getting sponsors and collaborating with local businesses in any case. Now, why, for me personally, this was a difficult thing for me to do. And the reason it was difficult for me to do was because I was very good at asking for resources and for funds for a cause that I believed in. So for example, if I'm working with the Canadian Mental Health Association, I was really comfortable going out there and saying, hey guys, I'm working for this organization. I really think it's a valuable place to donate to, and these are the reasons you should donate, and get them to donate to the cause. And this part I was really good at because I truly believed in my causes. In the past, in pageantry and even without pageantry, the humanitarian efforts I've been involved in, I really feel passionate about them. So I have no trouble asking for help and asking for sponsorships and asking for donations and things like that. However, when it came to asking for myself, hi, can you sponsor me for this or for that? I was really uncomfortable doing it, like really uncomfortable. And this was something that I've had to break through and I've had to learn how to do. And I have one person in specific recently who really helped me get over that barrier. I hope she doesn't mind me using her name, but her name is Christine Mitchell. And she was someone who was a keynote speaker for us this year. And she came to speak to the delegates. When I say she came, like on a Zoom call, because of course we're scattered all over the country. But I had the opportunity to speak with her one-on-one. And when we were speaking, I did share that with her. I said, I have no problem asking for money for causes because I feel truly passionate about those causes, and I feel like everyone should be involved in it. So I have no problem asking. However, when it comes to myself, I don't know why, but I have like this hang up about saying, hey, can you please sponsor me? Can you give me money to do this? Or, stand behind me with money or with things like services. And that one is a little bit harder for me to do. I do it. I still keep doing it, but I do it with a level of discomfort, one that I don't necessarily feel when I'm asking for an organization. And she said something that was really important, and it really helped me see it differently. And she said, all these causes that you're doing, you are the brand. So when people are investing in you, they're investing in your causes. So don't look at them as two separate things. You feel passionate about these causes. So when they're sponsoring you, they're helping you on your journey. And then by helping you on that journey, you are now in turn putting your efforts into those causes. So really, with them investing in you, they're investing in your causes. It's one and the same thing. And that was like an aha moment for me. And I was like, that's right. Like, why did I look at it differently all this time? Why did I look at it as, oh my goodness, I'm asking for money for myself, and I don't know if I'm okay doing that. And once Christine said that, it kind of like put this light bulb in my head. And I was just like, okay, got it. And it made it so much easier for me to sort of go out there and solicit services or funding or support of any kind. Sometimes I just needed someone to cover what I was doing in the newspaper or in an article. And I felt more comfortable doing it once I saw it in that light, because in my head I was like, that's right. Like, here I am working on all fronts. Like, I am pumping through, like trying to, work at all these things that I'm trying to do. But by people investing in me, they're really investing indirectly in those causes. And in fact, they're doing more by investing in me, because now they're not investing in just any one cause. They're investing in me and all of the causes that I'm involved with, right? So I think one of the things like that helped me understand it better and get more comfortable. Sometimes people have other hangups, things like, why would someone invest in me? And that's something that comes from inner work. You do need to believe in yourself, and you do need to see your value, because if you don't see your value, don't expect other people like the judges to see that either. So you need to believe in yourself. You need to be your biggest supporter, and you need to believe that when you go into that pageant, you are as deserving as the next girl for the crown. Now, whether you get the crown or not, that's a different matter, because there's a whole host of reasons why you wouldn't. There's a lot of things that are out of your control. But in terms of the value you bring to the table, you really need to believe that you are well deserving of the crown. And if you're not there yet, that's okay. If you're not there yet, that's okay, because that's a journey that you're going on to get there, to believe in yourself. And I cover that, by the way, in another episode. But the point of the matter is this: when you're seeking sponsorships, either because you need them in order to take this journey because you're not financially able to fund everything yourself, or even if you don't need them, the point of the matter is that it is a direct translation of your value. So there's a piece that's missing, just like in me. There was a piece that was missing in terms of understanding my value, which is why I had a hang up in looking for sponsorships. So I believe that you have to get really comfortable selling yourself as a brand when you're seeking sponsorships.